Tantor here with a recap of Georgia Tech's 16-9 loss against UVA. Well, as I was saying before the game, if Sims wins, I think we take the night and we would beat UVA. If Sims doesn't play, we will lose. Sims getting hurt in the second quarter, Gibson came in and the moment was just too much for the kid. We lost. But, the offensive line helped out with that, and first half penalties getting called on us and on UVA really set a tone for the first half. But not having Sims, that was the death knell for us. But we'll stick with what I liked, what I didn't like. Hey, look, we'll start with what I like, the good stuff. Pick six, awesome. We got 2 interceptions and a fumble recovery. 3 turnovers on the game. We should do really well. Not so much. The defense was excellent all night long. We held UVA under their 400 yards per game. Not much, but we had them commit 3 turnovers, and that's pretty darn good. Miles Brooks was awesome out there tonight. He had a pick 6. He had a fumble recovery. He's making some big tackles, big pass breakups. He was everywhere, and he looked really, really good. We put pressure on the quarterback. We played pretty good defense. The defense kept us in the game all night long, and I like that. Special teams. Yeah, we missed an extra point, but we hit a field goal, and we blocked a punt, and we didn't have a punt blocked. That's great from special teams. So that was the highlights of the game. Defense. If the defense keeps playing like that, we're going to be in probably close to every game except for the last one. All right, the bad things I didn't like at all about this. Our turnovers, interception and a fumble, not good. All of our penalties that the offense had the first half and the second half, it was dreadful. It's absolutely dreadful. The missed tackles. I know the defense did a good job, but they did miss tackles, and we probably could have prevented Virginia from scoring another touchdown if we wouldn't have missed some tackles. So got to straighten up that tackling problem. All right, why we lost the game. The offensive line. Lord, that was bad. That was just atrocious. If we don't have the worst offensive line in college football, in Division I college football, I don't know what is. It's the worst I've seen. It's even worse than North Carolina's last year, and that's saying something. By my mark, we had 8 sacks. Virginia had 7 sacks in 6 games. I.e., what that means is Virginia does not have a pass rush at all. And they had 8 sacks tonight. Think about that for a second. In one game, they eclipsed their total in sacks for the first 6 games of the season. That's why we lost. The offensive line is miserably bad. So, it's up to the offensive coordinator, who is having a horrible year. In this game, Chip Long was miserably. I don't have words for it, I'm so angry at Chip Long. It was a horrible game by Chip Long. All right, your offensive line's bad. Unless you've been not watching film at all, you know our offensive line's bad. So call short passes, get that ball out of the quarterback's hands, sprint draws, do something to get the offensive line some success and keep the quarterbacks from getting killed. But no, you were calling these long developing plays. You got your first quarterback hurt. When Jeff Sims left the game, it was over. And then Gibson comes in, has a little bit of success, but man, he got creamed. Well, you could tell he was shell-shocked because after that, I think he had 11 incomplete passes in a row. Not good, man. You got to set your backup quarterback up with some short passes to get his confidence up, get the ball out of his hands, and don't get him killed. He was getting crushed. So by the end of the game, when we needed some plays, he wasn't there. Lights were on, but nobody was home, man. That's all on the offensive coordinator, and that makes me sick. Unfortunately, we did have a chance to get back in the game, but we had some wide receivers drop some passes and some penalties there. And that can't happen either. You got to make some plays. So, Sims is out again. Hopefully, he's got another 10 days until the game. Maybe he can come back. We play Florida State. Without Sims, we don't have a chance against Florida State. So hopefully Sims can come back. Chip Long's got to get his act together because this offense is dreadful right now, and you got to do something to minimize the damage this offensive line's coming through. Other than that, the effort's there. The defense played well. We fixed special teams. There's some things are looking up, but got to do something about that offense. All right, we'll see you for the Florida State game. Tantor out.